Hey everyone, it's John from IT Skills Academy. Today's video we look at the Windows 10 21H2 features. Microsoft is currently working on a major update for Windows that is expected to be released later this year. The update is expected to bring a refreshed design and new features that are supposed to enhance users' workflow. This effort has been codenamed the Sun Valley. There has also been rumors that Windows 11 is on its way, and we have also seen videos allowed of what is seen to be the new look of Windows 11. In fact, Windows have announced that it will be holding an event on June 24th where it is believed that they are going to announce the new features. However, in this video, we only talk of what we already know in regards to the Windows 10 21H2 that is expected or is believed will be released later this year. You will need to be Windows Insider to access this update. This video is meant to show you what you would expect to see when the update is released later this year. So that out of the way, let's get started. First and foremost is the UI design change. In this update, unlike in the Windows 10 21H1, there has been a couple of UI changes, starting with the File Explorer. Microsoft has changed the look of the desktop, downloads, pictures, music, documents, and video folders, and these are changes that has taken too long. So when you get your copy of this update, you'll notice that when you open the File Explorer, you're going to see the various folders, and the downloads, as you can see, will have the green and the blue color. Then music will be looking like this and all that. And one of the other very important change that I have also noticed is that there has been some significant spacing in between the folders and the different icons that makes everything to be readable. You can of course be able to change the look or the view of the various icons that you have by just changing the layout, and this is something that has been there. But you'll also notice that when you just come down here, you can also be able to do almost the same, but in some sort of a quick access manner. You will also notice the UI changes on the control panel and the settings app. So like for instance, if I open the control panel, you'll notice that the user account, the appearance and personalization, ease of access, and when you open the settings, you'll now find that this one is no longer called ease of access, but they're now calling it accessibility. Then you also have the system and security, network and internet, and also the programs. I'm not sure whether the hardware and sound has changed, but one of the things that you'll also notice is that if you now come and open the system and security, you'll find that you're going to see almost the same icons that we had before, only that with the system icon it will have changed a little bit, and of course the Windows tools. So you can also be able to access the Windows tool, as we are going to see later, from the start button. So that is the control panel, and if you now head on to the settings, you'll also notice that the icons have also changed. Like we see the system, it has that lauded look, and we also now have the accessibility, what they are calling the ease of access, in the control panel. So I think the new name is accessibility. And you'll also notice that on top here, almost everyone who is using Windows 10 right now and has the current, at least the current version, will have this banner on top here, just showing you your information. And we just see the Windows update and the OneDrive, but in this update they have also added the rewards and the browsing. But of course now the options that you're going to see here will depend on where you are or in which country you are in. The Notepad app was also not left out in this new look, as when you open the Notepad in this update, you notice that it has that new look. but of course whatever you do with it will still remain, only that now it has that new fresh look of its icon. You'll also notice that the task manager will also have a new icon. So say for example I just come and open the task manager on my machine here. So the icon has also been changed, and it has that new UI look, which at least look clear and clean. So the new update also comes with the Windows Terminal app, and the Windows Terminal app is a new modern feature rich productive terminal application for command line users. So it includes many of the features most frequently requested by the Windows command line community, including supports for tabs. So as you notice now, I'm now on the Windows terminal, and just in case you're asking how you can be able to access the Windows terminal, you can just right click on the desktop. So upon right clicking on the desktop, one of the options that you are going to see is open in Windows terminal. You can also be able to access the Windows terminal by just searching for it. So like if you open your Windows search and just search for Windows terminal, so you should be able to see it there. And of course now just select the best match. So upon opening, you're going to notice that it has tabs, so you can be able to just create a new tab by clicking on the plus that we have here, and that will create a new tab, and you can create as many tabs as you can. And one of the other interesting things that I've noticed is that when you click on the drop down here, you can also be able to open command prompt still within the Windows terminal. So it will also like open like a tab, like you can be able to be accessing the Windows PowerShell and the command prompt all in the same window, and that is something that is very, very interesting. So as I've said, Windows Terminal is a new modern feature-rich productive terminal application for command line users. It includes many of the features most frequently requested by the Windows command line community, including support for tabs, rich text, globalization, configurability and dimming, and also styling and more. So apart from the UI design, there is the introduction of what I can call the widget. So this is also seen in the Windows 10 21H1 update, where you're going to see this what I can call a widget on the right side of the taskbar. So this will help you to access the weather and also the news. So in this update, you'll also have the option of adding cameras in the settings app, and depending on the type of camera you have, you'll have different options available for you. So to be able to add several cameras, you need to head on to the settings app and then head on to devices. So while you're here, you can head on to cameras, and now here you're going to have the option of being able to add a camera if you have several cameras attached to your device. It also makes it easy for you to manage the notifications. Like for instance, if I come and open the notification area here, and so now apart from being able to close the notification and also maybe being able to click the settings to maybe do some settings, if I now need this notification, I can just drag and just like swift it off or just drag it off. Yes, so something that has not been there. So the other thing that I had also mentioned earlier is that you can be able to access the Windows tools, so from the start menu. So for instance, we can just come and open the Windows search, and here we search for Windows tools. So you're going to see it now open like an app there, and it has that icon. So if I click to open that, what I've noticed is that it is opening in the File Explorer. Yes, and here you're going to have access to the different Windows tools, and it still has the old icons, though the taskbar of course will have that change. And also I think the control panel, they have also improved it a little bit. Yes, and I think those are the only icons at least that have received that UI change, at least as far as I can remember. And of course, as you can see, I'm on the desktop right now, and the folder also has some sort of a different look. Before it was some sort of a portrait sort of a folder, and right now it looks like a Radiscape, which I think it looks better. And for you to be able to know if there is any content inside the folder, you see there is this white portion here that shows that we have some stuff within the folder. And if I double click to open the folder, of course now I should be able to see its contents. And as you can notice, the files, as I have said earlier, right, so as you can now see, the files, as you can see, have been spaced out so that it is very easy to read them. So the recycle bin has also received a UI change. As you can see, it looks different, but the difference is not that much. But this being just a beta version, we are assuming that Microsoft is still working on this to make it even look better. But the thing is not just looking better, but just being able to do what it is meant to do. So those are just but the minor changes that are at least visible to almost everyone. But of course I understand that there has been some security updates, of course now in the background, that are just helping to make the operating system a bit more stable. Yeah, so these are just but some of the noticeable changes, but of course we have some more coming, given that this is just a beta version, and so we expect to see more interesting changes come October of 2021. So we at least have almost 4 or 3 months in which we expect Microsoft is still working on it to make sure that we at least have an operating system that has that nice look, and still working on the security side of it, so that we have a stable operating system. And so that's a wrap for me here. If there are other changes that I might have left out, kindly comment them in the comment section below. If you found this content useful, give it a thumbs up, and as usual, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.